there in that water. I'm going to have to take another cut. Let me speed it back up. Not using O-rings on these, they won't do anything. Hey, happy Sunday, how we doing? Boy, it really stormed here in Portland last night. Gonna get inside and put them Pontiac heads together. Bear made me put this on him and he won't let me take it off. It's okay, Bear, it quit raining. Okay, enough screwing around, let's get to work. Hey, so I'm back on these Pontiac 400 heads. I did guides, hardened seats, and I cut them for positive seals. Then I did a 3-angle valve job. I surfaced the exhaust sides, and I had to weld this hole shut. Somebody really boogered it up. Look what somebody did to this hole. There you go. Now I just hit it with a flat file and some 240. Okay, we got a bad spot right there. So the customer supplied me with springs, and I supplied him with the valves. I had an issue with the valves, and so I corrected it. Then I found out I had an issue with the springs, and I got the right ones, finally. Then I unboxed all the valves. They come 2 in a box. Look what I got. So I was going to assemble these last Thursday. Look at this. So these come 2 in a box. Somebody at the warehouse had removed one of the valves and didn't mark the box. So now I got the valve. I'm going to be back cutting these intakes, by the way. They're 30 degrees and they have a big lip. So I'm going to surface them and assemble them today. Okay, I've got all the valves numbered and I'm going to lap them lightly so I know where to back cut them to. Okay, I got them all lapped. Now I know where to stop that back cut. I might not go all the way to that lap line, but that gives me a reference point of where to stop. Hey, look at that valve job. You don't want that seat angle going off the edge of that valve. Came out pretty nice, didn't they? Okay, here we go. There you go, they're all back cut. That'll put the P in Performance and Pontiac. Performance and Pontiac, does that go together? I don't know. I went ahead and washed the exhaust valves since I was washing the intakes. Do not back cut these exhaust valves. Don't back cut the exhaust valves. Why do you say that, right? Because I said so. They'll flow less air if you back cut those Pontiacs. They won't flow as well. I did some flow testing on these years ago. Also, like small block Chevys, don't back cut those exhaust valves. Most engines will not perform better with a back cut on the exhaust valve, especially if you buy a performance valve. There's no room to back cut it. Say I was doing some flow testing on Cleveland heads, and actually back cutting the factory valve 22 degrees on the exhaust picked up a little bit of air. So there you go. Let's get these surfaced. Okay, I got it up in my surfacer. I made a witness mark. It's hitting all the way across. Okay, I Sharpied it. Here we go, we're making a 1/1000th cut. Here we are on the back side, let me get them clear right there in that water. There we go, it's hit all the way across. I'm going to have to take another cut. Let me speed it back up. Didn't clean that here. Still a little light around this hole too. Still running on rapid traverse. This is as fast as the machine will go. There, it's coming up on that spot. It still didn't clean this spot right here. I'll get her. The rest of the head looks pretty good. I'm cranking a couple more. Maybe I should go to the grocery store and get some of that spot remover for carpet. You guys think that would work? There we go, it's gone now. There we go, it's just coming off the end. It's flat now. Time to get wet. Okay, I got the second head in here. I'm going to take 8/1000th off of it, just like the first one. Here we are on the back side. That was 2/1000. Okay, this is after 4/1000. We got a little bit of rust in this cylinder. That's okay. And we got that spot there still. This will be 6 after this cut. Okay, I traveled back up to this end and didn't make a cut. Now I'm doing half on the way back. I always finish in this direction because the back side of the cutter could kick out debris and scratch up that surface if I was cutting the other direction. Here you go, it's just coming off the end. This one's nice and flat now. Let me get it washed. Okay, they're all cleaned up. I got them painted. We got a full set of comp springs. They're duals with matching retainers, 10-degree locks, brand new seals. I got some brass freeze plugs. Say, this isn't the color, this is just a primer. The customer's going to paint it that Pontiac blue. And the paint will never stick here because of the bad design of the head. I know I keep smack talking this Pontiac, but I'm just saying it how I see it. That paint won't stick because there's no water around it. It's a poor design, kind of like a FE Ford. It doesn't get any water around those ports. And also, you know, those bolts usually break off because of the bad design of being stuck out there in the middle of nowhere with no way to cool them. So let me get these things measured for you and I'll be right back. Okay, I just set all the heights of the valves. I saved one for you guys right here. So my Fowler gauge, I'm looking for 885. I got about 890, 89. Poor Goofy's getting a lobotomy. Okay, we're looking for 885. Right on. Get him, Bear. Eat him. Okay, it's Cleveland bearing guard. Poor David, he's going to have to clean that up tomorrow morning. Get it, Bear. Okay, back to work. Okay, I've measured all the spring heights with this gauge here. It reads just like a micrometer. You put the retainer on it, keepers, dial it up to the height. We're right around 1/600. I want to tighten them up just a little more, so I'm going to throw some 15s on them and get that up over into the nose pressure up around 245. So I put a little oil on the base of these. It'll hold that shim down. And then I'll put the spring on. I'll put the seal on. So I didn't explain myself very good. I put the oil on there because it'll hold it against the head when I tip them up to assemble it, and hopefully they won't fall off. Let me get the seals on them. There you go, I got all the shims and seals on them. How'd you like the view of this head down here? I forgot to move the camera up after I was showing you the shim that I put the oil on. Hey, I have these setting on cardboard. Don't ever set a head down on its surface. You'll scratch it. Okay, here we go. This one has to hang off because of the stupid heater hose fitting on the end of it. Yeah, I said stupid. Not using O-rings on these, they won't do anything. Okay, now I have to throw some plugs in it. Haha, I caught it. Bam! Here you go. These came out really nice. Hey, that'll make a nice thumbnail, won't it? Well, not as nice as this one, but... Hey, maybe you're wondering why I didn't use this style seal, the Teflon seal. These are great on a drag car, but not for the street. I like to use those metal clads that are rubber. They have a little flexibility in them for when the guide gets a little wear. Those will hold up a little better for them. Hey, so thanks for coming along on this Sunday, guys. Appreciate you following me around. You guys have a nice night. Be nice to each other, and I'll see you tomorrow.